If you find yourself watching this video, you're probably serious about gardening and about your health. Most gardeners are wrapping up their season, but for some of us here in Zone 6B, we're just getting started. Sure, our planting list for the fall is smaller compared to the crops that we can grow in the spring. There are still several crops that we can grow and do grow well when planted in the cooler months of the fall. Let's dive into what you can sow now to keep your garden producing well into the fall and cooler months. Here are some nutrient-dense crops that can still be planted in September here in Zone 6B. I'll keep this list on the screen for a while, and then we can go over each one specifically. All of these plants that we discussed today will benefit from growing under cover. And this is because it accelerates the growth by shielding it from inclement weather. And this allows us to extend our growing season well into December. First, plant what you like, and for me, that's spinach. Spinach grows quickly and is packed with nutrients, making it a top choice for the fall gardener like myself. The fastest and most reliable varieties to germinate are F1 hybrids like Space from Johnny's Seeds Company. However, there's a lot of significant benefits to choosing heirloom varieties like those you can find at Rare Seeds. These include richer, more complex flavors, greater adaptability to organic gardening practices, and the ability to save seeds, which is less practical for hybrids. Still possible, but not ideal. When grown in healthy, rich soil, spinach can develop a creamy texture with a buttery aftertaste, something you just can't find at the supermarket. Spinach can be directly sown in close proximity, as I've done here, or sown indoors and transplanted with more space, allowing the leaves to grow larger. When given room and time, spinach leaves can grow massive, perfect for both cooking and enjoying raw in salads, and harvesting is a breeze. One of the more fascinating qualities of spinach and a lot of the other crops on this list is how cold impacts their flavor. Cold temperatures actually make the leaves sweeter because sugar acts as an antifreeze, helping it survive cold spells. Some people wear many hats, and on this list, this crop wears many names. Corn salad, also known as lamb's lettuce or mâche, this leafy green excels in cooler temperatures, maybe more so the highest on this list, making it a great choice for fall planting. One of the reasons I like corn salad is resilience. It's one of the most hardy plants that we can grow, meaning it can survive frigid, Arctic almost temperatures. It can't survive in the Arctic. This ability makes it a great option for gardeners looking to extend their growing season into the colder months. Sometimes it's nice to go out in the winter and pick some fresh salad leaves. You know, you don't have to wait for spring. You've prepared, you have it available now. The leaves on corn salad have a mild, slightly nutty flavor and definitely a tender texture similar to spinach. And it's perfect for fresh salads. It can be refreshing. It can be a refreshing change from the tougher greens like kale. Now, hopefully you already have kale in the ground, but if not, you may be able to still grow them from seed to harvest for baby greens. We'll talk about this more later. Corn salad can be sown directly into the soil, ideally in rich, well-drained beds, and it grows well when spaced closely together, like spinach or arugula. But it also can benefit with a bit of extra room, allowing the leaves to spread out. In fact, with enough space, you'll be rewarded with a rosette of tender, delicate leaves that are perfect for harvesting over time. Like spinach, corn salad actually improves in flavor as the temperature falls, as the cooler weather brings out its natural sweetness. This makes it a great addition to your garden if you're looking for a green that thrives when other crops are winding down. One of the lesser known benefits of corn salad is its nutritional profile. It's super rich in vitamins A and vitamin C. Corn salad is easy to grow, requiring minimal care even during unpredictable fall weather. Whether you're new to gardening or an experienced grower, corn salad is a must. A true continuous low maintenance crop that will give you many harvests throughout the entire off season. If you're enjoying this video and the content that I create here on YouTube, please take a moment to like and subscribe. It's free and it helps support the channel so that I can continue bringing valuable gardening tips and insights. And if you want to take that support to the next level, consider becoming a member of this channel. As a member, you'll receive a crop share of the seeds that I produce and collect each season. Instead of spending hundreds of dollars every year on seeds that may be old or bad quality, you can get seeds directly from where you can actually watch them grow here on YouTube. By becoming a member of this channel, you not only support what I do here on YouTube, but you also get the opportunity to grow the same seeds that you see growing in my garden. And thank you for the support. And even just for being here and watching this video, thank you. Mizuna. Mizuna is a Japanese mustard green and is an excellent choice for fall planting. It grows quickly and is incredibly hardy, thriving in colder temperatures. What makes Mizuna special is its unique flavor. It has a mild, peppery bite that adds a spice to salads or stir fries without being overpowering. Sometimes arugula can be overpowering. Mizuna is versatile and great for both raw and cooked dishes. Recently, I made a short calling lettuce boring and recommending people plant Mizuna instead. Some people didn't like that I said that about lettuce. I want to assure you that I love lettuce, and look how many different varieties that I'm planting here. Mizuna can be directly sown, but I prefer to sow indoors and then transplant them. And like the other plants, it's also frost tolerant. The leaves are tender yet resilient, and as they mature, the peppery flavor deepens. If you give Mizuna a bit of extra space, the plants will spread out, producing abundant yields of thin, frilly leaves. Even the stems have like a nice bite. Like spinach, Mizuna's flavor improves with the cooler temperatures, becoming sweeter as the weather turns cold. This green is perfect for gardeners looking to add a bit of variety and spice to their fall harvests. It grows exceptionally well undercover. Arugula. Arugula is another fall favorite that adds a bold, very bold, peppery flavor to salads and other dishes. I recently tried wasabi arugula from Rare Seeds, and it might be my favorite. Unlike the wasabi radish that I got from them, that tastes just like a green radish. Wasabi arugula tastes like a mild wasabi paste. It's not going to send your nostrils to outer space, but it will definitely brighten your dish. This leafy green does well in cool weather, and some say it's one of the quickest crops to mature, but I've found that it takes a bit longer than the rest. And maybe that's just an illusion because the seeds are tiny. Anyway, I like to sow a pinch of seeds in a single cup or a pot and then prick them out into the garden once they've sprouted and their cotyledons have turned green. Here, I transplanted a single line where my cucumbers used to be. Arugula can also be directly sown, although I haven't had much success and luck with this, so I stick with transplanting and pricking out. Like corn salad, it performs well when grown closely together. However, giving it a bit more space, it behaves much like Mizuna and allows for larger leaves and a more substantial harvest. As temperature drops, arugula's flavor becomes even bolder, offering a stronger, peppery roundhouse sort of kick. But cold weather also sweetens the arugula slightly, which is a nice balance to that really bold punch. Mustard greens. Mustard greens are another fast-growing, cool weather crop that adds a sharp, spicy flavor to your fall garden. Known for their large, leafy growth, mustard greens are a highly versatile crop that can add a lot of variety to your dishes, from salads to soups. Their distinct, slightly bitter flavor becomes milder when cooked, making them a great addition to stir fries and braised dishes, although I don't think I've ever braised anything in my life. Mustard greens are a cold hardy crop, just like the other fall crops, but they tend to grow much larger, even bigger than kale in some cases. Take a look at the one that I have here, which is already starting to produce seed. While there isn't enough time left in the season for you to cultivate a giant behemoth like this, you can still grow mustard greens for baby leaves. To do so, sow them or transplant them a bit closer together, which will give you a dense harvest of tender baby greens before the frost sets in. Now, let me introduce to you one of the most versatile herbs that you can grow, and the only one that's on this list today: cilantro. This is an easy one to grow, especially in the cooler months where it doesn't bolt. Cilantro does fine in the cold and has a distinct flavor. Fresh, citrusy, with a hint of spice. Some people love it and some people can't stand it. Cilantro is perfect for levitating a variety of dishes, from sauces and soups to garnishes. It also happens to be a cold hardy plant, meaning it can withstand mild frost. It's not as cold hardy as lamb's lettuce, say. But it does keep producing into November, maybe even December if your winters are mild enough. To get started with cilantro, you can either direct sow them into the garden or transplant young plants. Make sure to space them out a bit, as cilantro likes room to grow. They grow fast, and you'll be able to start harvesting the leaves in just a few weeks. An added bonus of growing cilantro is that if you let the plant go to seed, those seeds are coriander, a popular spice in its own right. So by growing cilantro, you're essentially getting two crops in one. Just make sure to plant it in full sun with well-draining soil for the best results. And that's true with most of the plants here. For all of these plants, harvesting can be done continuously by cutting the outer row of leaves, letting the newer growth stem from the center, allowing you to pick those later. If you found this video useful, consider giving these varieties a shot this fall. It's not too late, but I would pick up the pace and get the ball rolling. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click on that bell to get notifications every time we post, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye now.